What twists and turns will January have in store for us? The NFL playoffs are officially underway.
This will make it into the end zone. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Throwing now, Jackson on first down. Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. Nobody ever wants the interception on the opening drive to happen, but when it happens in the playoffs, it feels like it's a bigger deal. What a rough start.
And how about these visitors? The defense just went right on the field and seized momentum. You know, almost like they're saying, okay, no one expects us to win this one. Let's go ahead and give them a shock early. Took the ball from the home team and put them in the hole.
Because this crowd, one of the best in the league, especially this time of year, it's going to be tough to take them out of it, but that's a heck of a start.
Second and 7.
From the 36, Jackson. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's third down.
He was covered.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is third down. Now Dobbins, and he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, and it'll bring up fourth down.
Justin Tucker on for the field goal. A 54-yard attempt.
And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. Not a touchdown, obviously, but playoffs, you're on the road. At least you put something on the board.
I would agree with that totally. You're not exactly sending a message to the opposition, but you are letting them know that you came to play.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Not the way they wanted to begin things. You had the interception on the first play of the game. The good news, it only led to 3 points.
And remember our conversation with him prior to the ball game? He said they had something special designed for the first play. It didn't hit. Let's see if he can rebound from it and not let it get him down.
And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. To throw again, Jackson. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Jackson on third down. He's going to air one out. Incomplete. Both players were there offensively and defensively, but it falls incomplete.
Every offense tells you they want to come out and start fast. That's not unusual at all. But this group, they've yet to get much rolling through their first 2 drives. It looks like they have to give up the football again after this one.
And now the Raven defense going to call a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. On fourth down, on is Logan Cook to punt. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out, and that will force a turnover on downs. They'll run on first down. Dobbins. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarter.
Going for Boykin, but it is intercepted. Picked off inside the 10. And it's a good return here as he'll get all the way up close to the 35. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
2nd and 10 at the 34-yard line.
Now Jackson on 2nd down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
We said it before the game, and I think it's still apparent. If these guys are going to advance in these playoffs, they're going to have to wreak some havoc coming off the edge.
Yeah, wild card round. They told us the wild card could be that defensive pressure. They showed it there. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
This offense has definitely been slow getting out of the gate. It's almost like they missed their wake-up call for this one. No points on their first 2 possessions, and now it's looking like none on this one either.
A Cook now on to punt as he gets this one away.
That'll go as a punt of 32 yards. And the Ravens, they'll take over.
1st and 10. At their own.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a 1st down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Miles Jack. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. They'll run here with Dobbins. And he is going to lose yardage here. Just a 1-yard loss that time, but that's not what they needed. Now they're dealing with a 3rd and long.
That's a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end. Being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block. And you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
This is caught inside the 15. And he'll get this way down into Jacksonville territory. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
So not quite a 1st and goal. It's 1st and 10 from the 10.
Jackson on 1st down. Buying time to his left. He'll try and run it. And he'll get this down inside the 5 to the 4 before he's out of bounds. He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's 2nd down. 2nd and goal from inside the 5. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So that's going to move them half the distance.
First of all, you can't jump in this situation, but think about your play calling now. Could easily change what you want.
And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. Taking it in from 2 yards out as the Ravens push further out in front. That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of the season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
They'll start on the ground with Balaj. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
I have to admit, I'm excited by that play call and the end result, because this is a team that's down big early in the 1st quarter, and a lot of teams will just panic, abandon the playbook, and just start firing the ball all over the place. It's way too early for that. Stick to what works for you.
Down double digits, and we talked about their game plan being both running and passing there. You're right. They're sticking to the game plan, getting the ground game going.
A lot of football left to be played.
10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Now it's Jackson, brought in here by Tyler Eifert. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 12 yards there and a first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
A draw play now, the line. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's a pickup of 12. Second play in a row with a 12-yard gain.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. And not much running room. Down to the 32. A gain of 3, second down.
32-yard line.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. He's had a fantastic rookie season, made a lot of lovely throws, but that wasn't one of them.
Well, we got to give him one, don't we? I mean, with the year he's having, a lot easier for he and his teammates to accept that throw, because for the most part, what they've seen, it's been pretty sensational.
And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. 2 yards the loss, second and 12. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on second and 12. After getting stuffed on first down, not much better there. 2-yard gain.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
On third down, here's Dobbins. And he'll be taken down well before the first at about the 36-yard line. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a fourth down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 20-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects it.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They'll come up second and 6 now from the 24. Operating from the gun, Jackson. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack. I don't care if you're taking it in round 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because right now, this has not been his game.
Now a shot taken on third down, but it's going to wind up incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early, and now it's fourth down. Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on fourth down. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. A reminder coming up at the half, as we've done all year. We'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. Coach will have the lowdown on what's going on here in this wild card weekend as we begin on the road to Super Bowl 53 in Atlanta. Down, Dobbins, and he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line.
Pretty straightforward play there by the linebacker. He saw the run, went with straight-ahead pursuit and dumped him behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, the first play of the drive lost 4. Now they'll look to move it forward here on 2nd and 14.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, DJ Hayden.
Well, Brandon, this is a former first-round pick, and he's been a bit of a disappointment in his career up till now, but he's still got room to grow, and this is an excellent play right here to come away with the football.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with still more than a minute to go in the half, time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it.
And Jackson cannot get away, and he'll go down. Tyus Bowser gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz, and that's Exhibit A. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
Well, as we get ready for 3rd down, let's go back and recap here. The sack on the first play of this drive, that threw a wrench in what they were trying to accomplish because they were compelled to throw the ball on 2nd down. A running play was not in the works. And that incompletion set up another passing down here on 3rd and long.
A carry from Miller. It's a gain of just 3, and the offense likely going to yield to the punting unit here on 4th down.
The end result was brute force on brute force, but think about everything that's going on if you're playing defensive tackle. You're dealing with at least one blocker across from you, trying to deal with him, shed him, and maybe even a second one before you have to try and make the tackle on the big guy.
It'll be called just a 22-yard punt, certainly not what he wanted. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap and he locked in on his target. But he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
He's tackled at the 40.
And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this first half.
3rd down.
And he gets it down to the 32. So we're at halftime of this AFC wildcard matchup as we now go downstate to Orlando and check in with Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Josh Lambo to kick off for Jacksonville.
Both teams trying to avoid being one and done in these playoffs as we start the second half of this AFC wildcard game. Thomas. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
On the return, the Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that...
Oh, and for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 40. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And they're back within a field goal. It's 10-7 now.
Makes the score Ravens 10, Jaguars 7.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Devin Duvernay, the intended receiver. That'll bring up second down. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Throwing again. Jackson. He's going deep for Brown. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, 75 yards. And the Ravens will extend their lead.
Lining up for the extra point.
They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was. And if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone. And
I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Patrick Queen. And he brings it back to right around the 26-yard line. Well, you just kind of feel for him right now. 4 interceptions, and you can almost see through his face mask. There's a lot going on in between the ears.
There certainly is, and probably way too much, because now he's probably doubting himself a little bit, wondering what adjustments he has to make. But here's what he needs to do. Get through this game. Go to the press conference, meet it head on, and show your teammates you're ready to shoulder what happened today, and you'll be ready for the next game.
And if he can do that as a rookie, that's a great sign of maturity. On second down now, Dobbins, and he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
28-yard line.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Another run here with Dobbins. And he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th.
And plays like that are exactly what this defense needs here early in the second half to give it a little spark. I think their halftime adjustments, what they talked about, maybe it was just a little inspirational speech. Who knows? But looks like they're ready to go.
The bottom line, tremendous starting field position, really squandered there as they wind up going backwards and then come up with just 3.
Well, getting the 3 turned out to be important. I can imagine the head coach when he ordered the field goal. Please salvage something out of this drive. That was not fun to watch.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you're under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Tyus Bowser picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the block.
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
After the interception, here's Jackson. This is caught. Was he in? Yes. 2 points. And there's a quick momentum swing. INT return for a pick 6, and then the 2-point conversion good.
And even if you're keeping your wits about you, you're thinking to yourself, okay, extra point block team going into the game now. All of a sudden you're hearing defense. Everyone's scrambling for their helmets and throwing down their cups of water. That's a great position for them to be in, trying to score against that team. A little bit disjointed.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at the 40. Now Jackson. This one into the hands of the running back, Balaj. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. 15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down.
At the 45-yard line.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Going left side here, and it's complete. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. 18 more yards there and another first down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Chris Conley, the intended receiver, but it's going to be second down. Third quarter, wild card round. Thanks for being along for the playoff ride with us. Here's 2nd and 10. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Matt Judon just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line.
And he's going to go down again.
The quarterback.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
So on 4th down, Jags kicker Josh Lambo comes on. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And this is off target to the left. Didn't get there anyway. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is. A 55-yard attempt, normally you'd say well within his range. A little surprised he came up short.
And he knew it immediately, didn't he? They are so calibrated, aren't they? They can tell the touch, the feel. When they put the foot to the ball, whether it's going to be good or not, he knew immediately he didn't have that one.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the third quarter. You're 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. That's complete. It's Devin Duvernay. And he'll be brought down on what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter.
Ravens 28, Jaguars 7.
The Ravens on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And that'll be caught. Touchdown Ravens. It's Hollywood Brown. Marquise Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon, and the Ravens will add on to their lead.
Look, we all know that sometimes we see upsets in the wild card round, but I have to tell you, in this case, I did not see that coming.
I don't think anyone in the stadium saw it coming. You and I were coming in before the game. There was a couple in front of us talking about travel plans for next weekend. They might want to cancel those.
Yeah, I would say so, because right now it's looking more and more like they're going to be one and done. They're probably trying to call the hotel and make sure they get their security deposit back.
And he'll be dropped at the 21-yard line, so bringing it out of the end zone proves not a good decision. Loses him about 4 yards. The Jacksonville offense set to begin their next drive. They are most likely staring at a cold end to their season here in this wild card round. Nothing has gone right so far, and they are, to be frank, in desperation mode now as they begin with a 1st and 10.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration of body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. To throw again, Jackson. And now here is another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line.
At the 44-yard line.
They'll run on 1st down. Dobbins. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. The Ravens on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. And that is incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just talking about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
And this one's out of bounds. Should be inside the 10, I think it is. At the 6-yard line.
At their own 6-yard line.
And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. But it'll be 2nd down. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Shotgun handoff to Thompson. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
He's going to go deep for Conley. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off here by Jimmy Smith. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line. From midfield now, here's Jackson. Going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Complete to
a good pickup there, 21 yards.
Gain of 21 yards. 1st down, Ravens.
And for Jackson, this may be a free play. And this one drops incomplete, but I think the defense jumped. Well, we looked at each other right when he flinched. We knew that that flag was coming.
Yeah, offsides, easy call, mark off the 5, and keep it moving.
Jackson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 4th quarter, you've got the big lead. If you're coaching, Charles, you still taking shots like that downfield?
I'd be a little more concerned with running some clock and making sure you're taking care of the lead because...
And he will get into the end zone. It's another touchdown. This thing is ugly.
Baltimore.
Even though they've got this big advantage, Charles, they are not taking their foot off the gas pedal right now.
Well, I think what we're seeing is the result of all their great preparation and great practice time during the week. And even though it seems like this is a great chance to pull people back and maybe, not try and score a few more times, they don't want to do that. I think they're enjoying what they're seeing, the collective effort, and they want to play it all the way out.
And this carries into the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
At their own 23-yard line.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Saying their fans here are stunned would be an understatement. Things in this wild card round have not gone according to plan.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The quarterback taken down and sacked. Tackled back at the 30-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Jaguar football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
And that one drops incomplete as he got popped as he was throwing it.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the postgame.
Now they're going to try this again. It's another fake. And he's going to let it go deep. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 39. And he's able to get it back here to the 43-yard line.
CD, this defense, man, at this rate, they're just having fun out there right now.
And normally with this type of a lead, if you're a starter on defense, you're saying, hey, let the other guys play. But with this going on, no one wants to come out of the game. They all want their shot at picking off a pass.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down and 6.
2nd and 6.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line.
That one a 1st down pickup of 8.
1st down, Baltimore.
On 1st down, Dobbins. And he's going to get this one down to the 30.
The ball carrier.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
1 yard.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
Over the middle, it's complete.
15 yards on the play, 1st down.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
And a wild card win moves them on to the divisional round.
Everyone plays all year long for the right to get into the tournament, as they like to call it. Wild card, divisional, doesn't matter to them. One moves on, one goes home.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports.